Hi everybody, today I have the T90 Plus from SODLK. This is not a perfect speaker, but it's almost perfect. And let me get the biggest pet peeve out of the way. The controls. Yes, of course, in perfect lighting conditions, the controls are easily distinguished. But when you turn the lights out, not so easy. I have seen much worse, but why don't they put ink on their buttons? Sure, some of them are illuminated. You can orient yourself based on the information you do know, but a little labeling would be nice. That's my biggest pet peeve. I'll save the other one for a little bit later, but let's take a look at the features of the speaker. Check out the serious sound dampening rubber feet on the bottom of the speaker. And believe me, this speaker needs it. There is no handle on this speaker, but it has these sturdy metal rings, and it comes with a shoulder strap that's made out of this like seatbelt type material, and these metal carabiners that just kind of snap into place there. Not as easy to do with one hand, but believe me, this is a strong shoulder strap. On the back of the T90 Plus, we have this rubber plug protecting our access ports. There is a USB U-drive port, a TF card slot, a 3.5mm auxiliary input port, and a USB-C charging port. Now this U-drive is one of the fastest indexing U-drives I have ever experienced. Same goes with a TF card. You can also use the USB as a power bank port. As long as we're back here, I'm going to talk about the second flaw I found with this speaker. The 3.5mm auxiliary input port. I've never had a problem with that port ever on any speaker, but with this one, I had to use the cable that they included or it just sounded terrible. Why? I have no idea why. I thought that was a standard cable, but maybe just slightly not standard? I don't know. I don't get it. But you can use the cable they provide and it sounds great after that. So is that a problem? Kinda. When you see a rubber plug like this, it's a good bet that the speaker has at least some sort of water resistance. And yes, the T90 Plus is IPX6 water resistance. That's the best water resistance you can get without actually being waterproof. So yes, you can leave this in the rain. It can get splashed. Bring it to the beach with assurances that it will be fine, but do not let this sit in water. SODLK claims that there is a 6-inch woofer in the speaker, and I think it's true, and it's flanked by two 2-inch tweeters, plus 2 passive radiators. You might be saying to yourself, that's a lot of speaker, and I say, yes it is, and that's a lot of bass. This speaker is going to sound great with any kind of music, but if you love bass, I mean really love bass, this is one you've got to check out. And I don't just mean for rap or hip hop. This sounds great with jazz. The RGB lighting system is very bright, very vibrant, and there are 5 modes to choose from, or you can turn it off completely. I am in no way trying to talk you out of buying this speaker, but I wanted to point out that they say it is a 100 watt peak speaker. Most people measure speaker watts in peak to peak. So think of it as 50 watts, but 50 watts is very loud and it sounds excellent. If you're still not convinced that 50 watts is loud enough, this speaker does support TWS mode. That's true wireless stereo, where you can wirelessly connect 2 of these speakers together for stereo sound at double the power, and you would have a very good time. I would be negligent in my duties if I did not mention that the T90 Plus does support hands-free calling options, and it sounds really good. So if that feature is super important to you, you're covered. The T90 Plus is one of those no compromise, no regret speakers. Yes, you should get it. Yes, it's a 5 out of 5. Thanks for stopping by.